Hey guys, this is Kevin from jazztime.com. Jazztime.com is an online store that buys, sells, trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so our customers can easily choose the best watch for themselves and in comfort of their own home. We offer the lowest prices anywhere online. If you want to know the price of the watch, simply click on the links in the description below. We greatly appreciate it if you'll buy a watch from jazztime.com once in a while. So today we're going to be comparing two newly released Rolex models. Here on my left we have the Rolex Pepsi GMT-Master 2. This is the reference number 126710 versus the Rolex GMT-Master 2 in the two-tone rose gold, also nicknamed the root beer, and that's the model number 126711. We'll be going over the dial, bezel, case, crown, bracelet class, and we'll talk about the movements towards the end of the video. So jumping right into the dial, you can see very similar dial structure rather. We have the maxi style dial hour markers, which are the circular hour markers with indices 6, 9, and triangular 12 o'clock position. Date went out to 3 o'clock position with a cyclops lens on top of that sapphire crystal for magnification and easier viewing of that date. And we also have the addition of the GMT hand. This specifically on the root beer, we have it in the rose gold fashion with the tipping of the white luminosity, and on the Pepsi instead we have the contrasting red against the black background to match with the nice red on the bezel. One thing to mention is that the hour markers are fashioned in different rare golds. So on the two-tone root beer, we have the ever rose gold fashioning on the Mercedes hand, minute hand, and on the hour markers, whereas we have 18 karat white gold for the Pepsi instead. The rose gold that Rolex uses for their watches is called the ever rose gold, and specifically for the reason being that the ever rose gold is a special mixture of metals that Rolex has made with a mixture of platinum added to their rose gold mixture that keeps this coloration throughout its lifetime, whereas other watch models, or rather other watch brands, having very nice reddish rose gold, but it does fade over time. This coloration that you see here will keep throughout its lifetime, so very beautiful to see. Other small difference is on the text here at the GMT Master 2 for the Pepsi is just in the simple white text on that black background, whereas the rose gold root beer, we have the GMT Master 2 name in the glinted rose gold to match with the rose gold fashioning, and of course with just in general the rose gold. So that's really the only difference between the two. We can see that these texts are Swiss made, and the text in general all match similarly. They're all the same. Moving on to the bezel now. So the bezel is really where the names of these watches, where these watches get its nicknames. So Pepsi for the GMT Master 2 here on my left, as it has the undertone of the 6 to the 18 is in red, and from the 18 to the 6 around is in the blue to match the Pepsi Cola coloration. For the root beer, same idea. We have the black from the 18 to the 6, and the brown from the 6 to the 18. So both of these watches being very unique in its own way. Both of them are throwbacks to previous models of themselves. Actually, the Pepsi is from 1955. The original Pepsi did have the same style coloration, of course not in ceramic as we see here in ceramic for both of these watches, but it had the same coloration of the red 6 to the 18 and the blue 18 to the 6, also with the Jubilee style bracelet. So kind of like a reincarnation of itself from the past. Whereas the root beer, the previous model used to have a gold and brown instead of a black and brown, and also a brown dial as well, but instead we only have the option of the black dial for both of these watches. So the Pepsi is a little more true to its previous model, whereas the root beer is sort of only really true on the bezel portion, just having that additional brown, but still very unique watches regardless. They have the same style of gradation, so the 2 to the 22 with even numerals from 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, all the way to that 22 with odd numerals being the circular dots in between each even number. Triangular 12 on both positions, triangular 12 to help assist with the additional setting of the GMT with the additional time zone. However, the dusting for the numerals are different for each one. There's platinum for the Pepsi, so the 2, 4, the dots, the triangle, that's dusted with a very nice platinum. Whereas the root beer has the ever rose gold instead, as you can see, so it pops very nicely against the black and brown background there, while the platinum pops out very nicely and easy to read against that blue and red background. For the sizing of these watches, we're looking at 40 millimeters in diameter for both watches. So from my index finger to my thumb here, that's 40 millimeters in diameter for both the Pepsi and the root beer. They are both they are both satin finish on the lugs of the watches as well. No high polish, only on the starting of the links to the bracelet. From the side profile of the watches, I'll show you here. You see the Pepsi nicely high polished, and the root beer as well nicely high polished as well, matching with the high polish on the sides of the bracelet. Onto the other side of the casing, and I'll shift that around here. Nice high polish on the sides of the casing as well. Rose gold crown for the root beer, while the Pepsi has just a stainless steel crown, but they both have the same idea of the Rolex logo on the crown itself, with the 3 dots right underneath the crown to indicate that they both run a trip-lock, triple waterproofness system. I won't go over how to use the GMT functions for these specific watches. You can watch that in its own standalone video, but I will show you very quickly the crown functions of these watches, starting with the Pepsi. So the Pepsi just unwinds counterclockwise as shown. Actually, rather, both of these watches have the same functions with the crown, so both unwind counterclockwise as shown to the center position, where you can wind the watch about 15 to 20 winds clockwise is all you need to get started once more. Pulling the crown out to the next position will activate the quick hour jump system, which allows you to quickly jump between each hour marker. And let me actually move this minute hand out of the way here, because doing 2 revolutions, of course, do a 24-hour period, will adjust the date window at the 3 o'clock position there. You can see 2 revolutions, simply adjust that date, so no instantaneous changing of the date with what you'll see like on the Submariner and such. Pulling the crown out to the final position will stop that second hand and allow you to adjust the hands bidirectionally as shown, and also allow you to adjust that additional GMT hand as well. Putting the crown back in, we'll start that second time once more. And specifically for both of these watches, they have a water resistance of 100 meters or 330 feet. So make sure to screw the crown nice and tight in against the case to keep that water resistance. All right, so moving on to the bracelet now. So different style bracelets. The Pepsi is unique in the sense that it's the only it's the only sports piece in this current modern year that has the Jubilee style bracelet, even though it is sort of, like I said, a reincarnation of its previous model that already had the Jubilee style bracelet. You won't find a modern style Rolex with the Jubilee style bracelet that isn't on a GMT. So the GMT is the only one with this now. However, it does not have an Oyster style bracelet anymore. So if you don't like the Jubilee bracelet, kind of out of luck there. You have to only get it in the Jubilee bracelet for this Pepsi model. The root beer only comes on the Oyster style bracelet. It does not come in a Jubilee style bracelet, but it has a nice 3-piece link with the gold two-tone going straight down the center, nicely high polish in contrast with the satin finish of the outer of the 3-piece links. Same style polishing for the Jubilee bracelet is the satin finish on the outer of the links with the high polish down the center. Travels straight through the clasp in the same way as well, and all the way throughout to the other side of the bracelet. Whereas these both run the same style and same size of clasp. They're both a safety folding Oyster lock on top of on the bracelet. So we're gonna go ahead and open that up. So there's the lock coming off, and the folding Oyster opens up as so, revealing this nicely high polished clasp blades here with the Rolex name embossed on there. They both have the same clasp functions, so very simple, very easy to use. And there we are. So let's go ahead and move on to the movements now. Specifically for the movements, I'm not going to talk about it too much because these actually both have the same style movements. They both have been updated from the 3185 movement to the 3280. Rather, 3186 movement updated to the 3285 movement, and the 3285 movement has made some previous updates from the 3186 movement, which was the previous movement before this one was updated. So with the change, so it has the same thing of being a perpetual mechanical self-winding movement. It is a GMT movement. It has the precision of the -2 +2 seconds a day within Swiss specs because of Rolex's in-house testing along with the COS certification, which they boast about the 6 o'clock clock position with the superlative chronometer officially certified. It has the functions of the hour, minute, and seconds hand with the changing of the date with the quick hour jump system, and the shifting of the GMT hand as well. The oscillator is still the same with the paramagnetic blue Plerochrome hairspring, which has resistance against magnetism. The changes come in the form of updating some parts in the movement itself to Rolex in-house made parts. So previous model had the KIF shock absorbers. Now we're looking at the Rolex Paraflex shock absorbers, which is the in-house made shock absorbers by Rolex that they claim absorbs 50% more shocks than the industry standard KIF shock absorbers. The escapement is now a Chrono G escapement, as Rolex calls it. It's a skeletonized escapement wheel made out of a nickel phosphorus, meaning that it has additional resistance against magnetism with that nickel phosphorus and paired with the Parachrome hairspring. But the skeletonization of the escapement wheel helps with the reduction of inertia and allows for precise timekeeping, and also an update to the power reserve now. So previous model had the 48-hour power reserve. Now we're looking at a power reserve of 70 hours, meaning you can put this watch out on a Friday evening, pick it back up on a Monday afternoon, and it'll be keeping time just fine. Now let me actually go ahead and show you this watch on my wrist now. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and open up that folding Oyster, starting with the Pepsi here. Very simple, very easy to do. And there we are, nice Jubilee style bracelet, very unique. And that the Pepsi bezel looks absolutely gorgeous as well, with the halftone blue, halftone red, and matches very nicely with the contrasting and pop from the white of the hour markers and the contrast of red against that black background as well. You can see it doesn't sit too high off the wrist, will fit in a suitcase, dress case very nicely. And that Jubilee bracelet is just very unique. So if you didn't get your chance in 1955 to buy your Pepsi watch, well, you have your chance in 2019 to get the new updated version of it now. And now we're going to do the root beer on my right hand here. So we're folding Oyster safety down, bam, there we are. So again, this is a throwback to the previous model. I believe the model number was 16753, which had sort of different variations to it, which had the brown dial, had the gold brown bezel, but Rolex has decided to just keep it simple and just offer a nice black dial with the Ever Rose Gold instead of the previous model, which had the yellow gold on it. And I think the Ever Rose Gold actually looks much better in conjunction with the brown and the black. Has a very nice complement in colors, nice high polish on the bracelet, and just the Oyster style bracelet, the sportier style bracelet, looks absolutely gorgeous as well. And just the small highlights from the fashioning of the hour markers with the rose gold helps it pop very nicely against the dial as well. So if you're interested in these models for the lowest possible price, check out our website at jazztime.com. We have the lowest prices guaranteed. We have a 1-year warranty. If you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe below. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys soon.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to Model as seen in video. Click on it and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.